Southern Middle Tennessee's greatest hits. 93.9 The Duck, WDUC, Lynchburg, Tullahoma, Shelbyville. Every superstar musician had to start somewhere. From church choirs to county fairs to the honky tonks on Broadway. Every artist knows there's only one way to make it in this business. Perfecting their craft one live performance at a time. You're on Backroads to Music City. Now, here's your host, Neil Gordon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backroads to Music City, a show dedicated to bringing you, our listeners, the best of the local music scene. I'm Neil Gordon, your host, and with me in the studio tonight, our own guitarist, in-house, Red Lightning, Chase Clanton. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you?
Pretty good. Got a big week coming up this week?
That's just what I was going to say. We got the big homecoming week coming up, man.
Yeah, and you're a senior this year, so that's got to be pretty special.
Oh, yeah. You got to bet I'm going to be there at that game, you know.
It'll be a lot of fun, man, I'm telling you. Also in the studio tonight, we've got our own Mark in the Dark, Mark Majors. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty senior, too, thank you.
You are pretty senior.
Yeah, it's one of my senior years.
I think he's having one of those senior moments.
It happens that way. They come at you pretty quick.
That's right. Man, you've had a pretty good week, Mark. I hadn't seen you since the big 41A Music Festival.
I know, boy, was that great or what?
We had a great time.
I'll tell you what, much thanks to Jason and all those guys at the Highland Rim Kiwanis Club. They were really nice to us, and it was so much fun to meet more people this year, different bands from all over the world, or all over the country, rather. And I really loved watching Whiskey Myers close the thing out.
Man, those guys were good.
Yeah, it's a high-energy show. So.
It's always a good time out there, man. And Jason's always good to us, like you said. You know, he lets us get on backstage back there, and he's given me a place to play out there for the past 2 years. So, man, he's been good to me too, in that way. So,
well, I think you did him a good job this time. I'm just telling you, I thought your show was very well done.
Well, thank you,
and a good program all around. Well, guys, couldn't be any happier tonight. We have a new guest, and you know we always love it when we have new people into the studio. And hailing all the way from the fine city of McMinnville, Tennessee, we have our own Seth Boyd.
Chef Boyarded.
Boyd.
It's just Boyd.
It's just Boyd.
Why'd you throw that extra E in there?
Don't try and church it up, okay?
Okay.
Just Boyd.
All right. We're just going to go with Seth Boyd from McMinnville. You had a pretty nice ride in then?
It was a little wet, yeah. It's all right. We made do.
Okay. All right, Seth. I'm going to start you in on he's a little worried about this, Mark. I'm pretty sure this hard-hitting journalism.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. He knows how to run this show. He's already had me rolling around on the floor looking for a pick. He had it in his pocket the whole time.
No, it wasn't. I think it was under the board.
Yeah, he said, oh, my goodness, I dropped my pick. So,
we're going live. Oh, where's the pick at?
Oh, yeah. I see.
So, I don't know. Don't pick on him too much because I'm the one that's vulnerable.
Comes in here toting that extra E in his name, I guess.
Something else.
All right. Well, anyway, our first question typically is, what was the first concert you ever attended as a fan?
Oh, gosh.
Told you, hard-hitting journalism right there, buddy.
Y'all should have sent me like a question list.
He's been around the block because he can't remember the first concert.
Well, the one that pops into my head was 997 Big Day Out in Atlanta, Georgia. And, there were so many bands there I can't even remember. But I remember listening to Linkin Park play on the side stage.
Oh, wow.
So you know how long ago that was, right?
Yeah, that had to be a good while back.
And it was awesome. And, I vividly remember that.
And where was that?
It was Atlanta. I can't remember the name of the amphitheater. I think it's actually gone now. But
yeah, I know which one you're talking about. It wasn't Starwood, but it was something on that order. It was built a lot like our Starwood.
Yeah, same way as Starwood, like almost the same thing. But yeah,
I've been there a couple times myself. It was a nice area. Yeah.
Paul Oakenfold, and he's a techno guy. He played in one of the tents, and that was just a rad day.
And when did you say that was? When did you think that was?
98, 97?
98? Okay.
Like that.
All right.
Been a minute.
So when did you pick up the guitar and decide that this is what you wanted to do? Did you grow up singing?
I was a shower singer, and but I played sports my whole up until I graduated high school, and then whenever I graduated, I went up to MTSU, and I'd always wanted to learn how to play guitar, and I just never had the time to, and everybody up there plays. So I
Right.
just kind of just hopped in and just started fiddling around and reading tabs and, skipping class and playing guitar and skipping more class and playing more guitar. And look, here we are. So,
Well, I guess we'll just jump right in then and
All right.
let's do a song. How about that?
that's fine with me.
All right. So what are you going to do first?
This song is called Some to Some, and this is a tribute to Gary Clendenin by way of Miss Ashton, my lady over there. Gary Clendenin, he's a big banjo player over in McMinnville. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he has a song where he has 2 capos on, and she was like, "You need to write one with 2 capos."
Oh,
So I wrote
wow.
a song with 2 capos on it, and this was the first. I actually have 2 now, but this is the first one that I did with 2
Okay,
capos.
y'all. If this is a little visual here, but he's got 2 capos, one on the 1st fret and one on the 3rd fret, I believe. So,
Yeah, so the one on the 3rd fret is called a cut capo or a partial capo, and it's capoed in E suspended or whatever.
Okay.
And you can also flip it around to capo into A, and I'll play more with.
give us a little example of what it's going to sound that we'll notice this. Okay, that's all right.
So that's how that song goes.
It's like Rob Harris does, I think, because he uses 2 a lot of the time. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's have it. Let's have it.
Let's
So
have
what-
it. All right,
yeah, man.
let's do it. This song's called "Some to Some." Nights for whispers, it's much crisper with a noose around your neck. The morning after, you wake up on the ground won't take you yet. In the summertime, you will find under the sweet tree silhouette. Six strings for valleys, loved in Cali, but since then I have grown. You pour your heart out, but never get to reap the seeds that you have sown. And the bottom of the bottom has made more heroes than privilege has ever known. And you can't restrain the guitar you never got, but it's only some to some. And you can't replay the song that you forgot, but it's only some to some. Capsize the 20s, cost me plenty, but the best is yet to come. Still stays a lady, she still plays, but it's with a little one. In the summertime you will find just what your hearts become. Cleaned out the closets, no one saw it, and I think that's for the best. Took out the garbage, it still haunts me, but at least it's just a test. Take too much time to ponder on your life, and you won't get to live the rest. And you can't restrain the guitar you never got, but it's only some to some. And you can't replay the song that you forgot, but it's only some to some, some to some, some to some, some to some. 6 strings to heartache, well, I still take, but it's so much more than one.
Man, what a song. Thank you very much. You wrote that?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, I could do covers?
No.
Not now. You could have before you came out smoking out with your own stuff.
Yeah, man, that's really good stuff.
That
man.
was
Thank
a very
you so
good
much.
song, no kidding.
Okay, so when you picked the guitar up, you were in college, and then when did you decide, this is kind of what I want to do?
Probably the second day. That's the title. I'll never. Yeah, like the second day. That's an exaggeration. I don't know. I'd been playing for like a month, and I could only do like down strums. And I came home, and I'll never forget. I'm not gonna tell that story. But
not do it. You're too far in.
I'm too far in now. Yeah. So my father is a great man. His name's Rodney Boyd. He's the manager of McMinnville Electric System, and he has supported me relentlessly through any endeavor that I've ever gone through in my life.
Right.
Except I'd been playing for a month, and I come home and I was like, Dad, I'm gonna be in a band, and he's like, you'll make more money at McDonald's, and it crushed me. And I was like, I was so sad after that, but I never quit. I mean, but that was the right conversation to have because I had to, you gotta get the job to pay the bills.
Right.
To be able to play the music, you can't just play the music. So
right.
he wasn't wrong. It just crushed me.
He was just dad being dad.
He was just dad being dad.
That's right. Sometimes those lessons are hard to learn.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so you grabbed up the guitar and you took out there and you've just enjoyed playing ever since.
Yep.
Writing songs and.
It was a huge outlet for me. It was, people paint, people draw, people dance, whatever your expression is. It was like the way to purge my thoughts and feelings, and I just kept going with that until probably 3 years ago I changed the way that I wrote to where it wasn't a story about me. It was just a story. It could be about anybody. And whenever that paradigm shifted to not focusing on me to focusing on if you can write something that helps people, then you need to put it out there because I was so terrified to play in front of people because it was all my personal stuff.
Right,
and when I stopped writing personal, there's an aspect of you in every single song that you write, but when it became about everybody else and what can I do for you, then it changed and it was like when the focus wasn't on me, I could just be and play.
Cool. Well, listen, we're going to find out more about your songwriting when we get back. We're about to take our first break, and I told you it was going to be painless. We're good so far, Seth? We're good?
Except for the concert part. That threw me for a loop.
Oh, that's okay. You can. We'll give you a brush up here before this next one. Okay, so we're about to get out of here. We'll be right back with more music from our guest, Seth Boyd. And when we get back here on Back Roads Music City 93.9, The Duck, Chase, my friend, get us to the break.